someone can just essentially figure out anything they want about me by just going on the internet. And that's like the flip side of the coin.
Tell me a story.
What story would you like?
Something that moves you.
Is it true you know everything about a person by touching them here?
William Shakespeare, of course, he's one of the most influential figures in history. How did you approach your portrayal of him in this film?
Um, I I think I approached it by really focusing in on what the film was trying to say about this. It wasn't like a film where it's about William Shakespeare. He's literally written as Will, and it's written about it's a film that focuses on Anya's. So I think just focusing on that like avenue of thought that the film was interested in frees up, removes the kind of myth of like, oh, you're playing William Shakespeare, you're playing one of the greatest geniuses in history. I'd just be like, well, I don't know how to do that. I'll let someone else can do that. But I also wouldn't be really all that interested in playing somebody's just focusing on their genius or their kind of, that feels like not particularly human.
Mm.
Of course, he's like one of the great humanists to have ever lived, and I think that's what the film is focusing on. It's saying, how does the life that he lived impact his work? And I think the film is saying that it impacts it greatly. Great reminder to artists to make great work, you have to live a great life. And that's not to say that a great life is positive, but it means that you have to invest fully and deeply in your life and your work. And that's, of course, always in conflict and never in balance. But like, I learned a lot in that regard from the film.
Will you be brave?
Yes.
Will you be brave?
Deep, dark, black void.
I'll be brave.
Of course, we will be talking, everyone, will be talking about the ending of this film for years. So powerful. How did you react the first time you like saw the finished finale on screen?
I was like, fucking hell, Chloe, you did it. I was like, it's so, I'm just so proud of like, Chloe's obviously doesn't need anybody to be proud of her because she's like, it's like she just established herself as like one of the great directors that is working today. But like, I truly believe as a fan of her work, that last 20 minutes is like the greatest section of her filmmaking catalog. Because it's like not something that you would particularly associate with her wheelhouse. Like you wouldn't look at Chloe's work and go, do you know what Chloe Zhao is going to be brilliant at? It's like doing the play Hamlet, but making it 20 minutes long, and then also making you feel connected to your protagonist, like your two protagonists. And I just think it's a really masterful kind of landing of the plane, as they say. Like she just lands the plane with the last one. Yeah.
Yeah, and that sequence, it made me think of the many different eras the art of acting has gone through. So just here in the end, what do you particularly enjoy about being an actor right now in this day and age?
Ooh, what do I like? I like that we live in a time where I have access to all of the great actors that have preceded me. Like I live in a time where I can like go on my phone or go on my laptop and like study how Laurence Olivier sounded, how like all the great actors worked. But I don't know. I think weirdly I think it's a challenging time to be an actor. In the sense that like I think we live in a world now where there's the access that I have is also the thing that I don't like about the world. It's like we have so much access to everybody all the time. Kind of you have to work hard to retain any kind of like not just personal privacy but artistic privacy so that an audience isn't getting like overly familiar with you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, it's a kind of fascinating, like the dichotomy of like what I just said, which is like I can access anything that I want in terms of like, if I want to study an actor, I can look at my phone, but vice versa is true. Someone can just essentially figure out anything they want about me by just going on the internet. And that's like the flip side of the coin.
What do you see?
You will